Lastly, I want to talk about ownership is everything. And ownership, it's a different dynamic than responsibility, because responsibility often comes with the sense of, it can come with a sense of guilt. It can come with a sense of restriction, like I have to do this. Ownership means I choose to do this. I embrace this on purpose. For example, in really getting focused on my health here recently, I've been working out with a trainer who's really good. But it wasn't until I took ownership on my health, instead of abdicating it to the trainer, that I really make the progress. I've tried all kinds of different foods and food services and pushing Beverly and do this and do that, or have my staff have foods for me, whatever else. And now it doesn't matter. I'm taking ownership myself. Everything I eat is now something I choose to eat, or I've prepared to eat, or I've planned to eat. I'm taking ownership of it, as opposed to, I'm on a diet, right? Which is something that's done to me, and something I plan to get out of, by the way. It's like being in jail for a period of time. So taking ownership is a powerful thing. Again, Henry Cloud said, you can be free from whatever situation surrounds you to the degree that you're willing to take responsibility and ownership for it, even if it's not your fault. Powerful stuff. And so I got to see this a little bit here recently, and I'm going to keep this theme going on here, is because I'm going to talk about, how do you own things? And for me, it's getting outside perspective. We need people who are truth tellers. We need truth moments and those kinds of things. And so you're going to hear a story today of my excuse with Lou Holtz. And it starts off with Brian's refrain. I used to be a really good golfer, and then I had kids, and then I was busy, and then I'd play 2 times a year. And that was my little mantra, and so on and so forth. And I go out and I play golf, and I play terrible golf, and I tell the fellas I'm playing, I used to be a really good golfer, but now I don't. So I decided to do something about it. So, okay, I signed up for a series of lessons. What's that? A guy with a coaching company went and hired a coach. It was a shock to my system. And, I'm a guy that believes in earning everything, and you get what you deserve, and you get what you put in, and you only get it, that life is fair. You get out what you put in. But when it came to golf, I didn't want that at all. I didn't want that the law of the harvest when it came to golf. I wanted to not practice, not work on it, not even be that focused on it, warm up very shortly and go out and play great golf. Now that goes against everything I believe in every part of my life. But in the area of golf, which was my hobby, I was expecting. I wanted the results. It's like expecting to be fit without working out, to be trim without eating right, to be wealthy without having a budget, saving and investing, to have a burgeoning business without doing the lead gen and the marketing and the great customer service and managing the business and grow. Like all of this stuff. Right? Law of the harvest, you get out what you put in. I didn't want that. I expected, and I was frustrated with my golf game. By the way, imagine this, because we can do this with relationships with people. I just buy another set of golf clubs. I have people go, I'm just going to get another job, right? We have 47 million people with the Great Resignation. 70% of them are going, I made a mistake. I have people who've done that with marriages. And it's always take the sour milk and put it in a new fridge. And now it's the new fridge's fault. Maybe it's the sour milk. And the sour milk comes wrapped with a bunch of excuses. So I went and got golf lessons. Well, it was a shock to my system on 2 fronts. My very first golf lesson, his name's Sebastian. He's down in Florida at the Doral Performance Center down there. And Sebastian kind of hooked me up on video. And I'm looking at, first of all, my swing. I'm looking at just basic fundamentals that I know not to do. I had no idea I was doing it, because we can't see our own swing. We can't see our own life. We can't see ourselves. We are a very, very poor judge of ourselves. And without him saying a word, I was looking at my swing going, oh my goodness, that's what my swing looks like? The second thing that happened is he freeze framed my swing. I saw this guy on TV, on the screen with a giant gut. And I said out loud, I go, oh my God, I have an ass in the front. And I'm like, it just shook me. And I'm like, really? So I shave myself every day. I get dress myself every day. I'm looking at myself in the mirror all the time. I'm on camera and on stage. I had no idea I had gotten that heavy. I have no idea why that is even, I don't even know how that's possible, but every human being seems to miss that about themselves. And because people around you go, hey, Brian, you put on a lot of weight. No one's saying that. Yeah, nobody. People who say that aren't your friends anymore. So when I got the outside perspective, not only did I work on my golf game, I worked on my health game, I worked on my gut game, and I'm still working on it and more dedicated and committed to it than ever before because I'm going to own it. I'm owning it now.